It seems like the powers that be are going to continue to destroy everything that we grew up on, everything that we treasured as children as far as cartoons go. Because now Velma is gay, and this woman who is touching her shoulder, who is known as Coco, is her love interest now. Never had any lesbian, gay, or any kind of storyline for Scooby Doo all these years. Now we know that society has changed out of, all this time that Scooby Doo's been around, since 1969, I believe, Scooby Doo first came out. But still, this is just another example of them taking established characters already that have never been anything but straight and making them gay. I have a really good suggestion that people have suggested before. Why don't you just take new characters, make new properties, make those characters gay, and tell your story that way? You want to live your life as gay, lesbian, or whatever transgender, you do that, and you have the right to have your stories told. But I don't like the fact that they keep taking fucking characters that we have been, that we grew up on, that we've been reading stories about for years, and turning them gay. It's fucking stupid. Superman's son, Jonathan Kent, is bisexual. He likes men and women, but this is his boyfriend, this Japanese guy with his purple hair, who is now a villain, I hear, in the comic books. I understand inclusion, they do it for black people too, but I don't like when they take characters that are established and make them black. I like my characters the way they were made. If Luke Cage is a black man, he should stay a black man, and he has. If Black Panther is a black man and he's a black man, he should stay a black man. I don't need them changing fucking characters to include me. We should make more black characters. We should add gay characters if we want to, but the agenda is the problem, and that's what people continue to talk about because you are pushing this shit. I have seen anime that have gay characters in it, and the gay characters do not push their agenda. They do not push their lifestyle on other characters. They don't do it. Noriko from Fushigi Yugi, I know you guys don't know the fuck I'm talking about, but there's a character named Noriko from Mysterious Play, Fushigi Yugi, which is an anime. And that character cross-dresses. It's a man, but it cross-dresses as a woman. And that character is pretty decent. The character of Dorian from Dragon Age Inquisition is a gay character. And he's actually a really great character, actually. Became one of my best friends in one of my playthroughs. And he doesn't force his, lifestyle on you either. Okay? But the problem with these books, the problem with these characters, they are established characters, and they're putting the agenda in these books and nobody's buying it. That's why they're not making any money, because nobody wants to read this shit. Tim Drake is bisexual now. Batman is bisexual now. Do you understand why people are mad about this shit? I'm not mad that they're trying to tell LGBTQ stories. I'm mad like everybody else because I grew up reading these characters in the comic books. Hell, I bought encyclopedias for the characters who still have their old fucking backstory as their backstory, not this new bullshit that they put out now. They're just literally gonna turn every fucking character gay, and it's fucking pathetic. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Just for the sake of them being gay. It's dumb. Make your own fucking character. You can make a character that's gay. There's North Star that was one of the first characters that I ever seen in the comic book that was gay from Alpha Flight. North Star, okay? He got married actually to a man in one of the comic books. I heard about it and I remember seeing it when I was younger. He was one of the first characters that I seen in the comic book that was gay. I thought it was strange, but whatever, because I wasn't used to seeing shit like that. When I started watching anime, you see certain gay, bisexual characters and shit like that, but I don't watch them that has them doing sexual activities. Hell fucking no, because I don't live that lifestyle. But when you grow up reading these characters, these are your fucking heroes. And I understand there are probably, people in the LGBTQ community that have these people as their heroes too. And it probably makes them happy to see that their characters that they love have been, are like them. But that doesn't work for the rest of us who grew up knowing the characters the way they've already been fucking established. You understand? That's the fucking problem here. Make new characters, make them interesting. Oh, that's the problem. You can't make them interesting, so you fucking take characters that are already interesting enough and loved by fans worldwide, and you make them your fucking pet project of turning, of telling the story of the LGBTQ within their eyes. And it does not fucking work. That's why comics have been failing, because they're doing this with every fucking character. We have a gay Spider-Man character by the name of Web Weaver. I mean, are we going to get a gay Hulk next? I mean, that's going to piss off a lot of people that are Hulk fans. This is pissing off people that are Spider-Man fans like me. I don't have a problem with you living your fucking lifestyle. I have a problem when they are preaching this agenda with characters that are already been established, that I grew up on like everybody else, that I love and cherish, especially Spider-Man being one of my favorite characters of all time, Superman being number 2, and of course Batman, of course Iron Man. Is Iron Man going to be gay too? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. You just keep using characters that are already out there, that people know their story of already. That all of a sudden, just one day they wake up and they want to be gay. That makes no fucking sense. It doesn't. Make characters that are your own characters. Tell your LGBTQ stories through them, okay? But this forcing the agenda through comic book characters that we love, that we grew up on, it's not working, and that's why the comic book industry is dying. I don't even read comic books anymore. The last thing that I read was probably back in the early 2000s. That was a comic book. I've showed you videos that I've got the encyclopedias for, and I've got books on information on these characters. That's before they made these characters this way. This is when these characters had love lives with females of the opposite sex. Men who were into females, not men who were into other men. That is not a comic book character that I want to read. They can live the life they want to live, and that's fine. That is their choice. But I didn't grow up on this shit. And the problem is, it affects children as well, because when I was a child, we didn't have this shit going on in our cartoons, in our comic books, and fucking on fucking television shows and shit like that. These kids are being affected by this shit too, because they're trying to normalize this shit, and it's not right. It is not fucking right. It's good for you to have your LGBTQ heroes, but it's not good for you to preach this shit to children and make them think this shit is normalized, because it's not. This shit is crazy. They need to stop this agenda, make their own characters, and that's how it should be.